Nobody cares.
Yeah.
So now I'm driving a Maserati to Wal-Mart.
Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath. Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25. And yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes. So ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath. Time for bath. Time for a bath and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what? Hashtag I ain't shame. Hashtag my money. Hashtag call me taxitude, honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Is this the first show of 2026? Because my brain already scrambled. I don't even know.
This is the first of Mediocre Time of 2026.
All right, there you go.
We've been doing it now, 09, what is that, 17 years?
17 years. Yeah.
I got to start thinking of what we're going to do for our 20th
What do you want to do?
First, get there.
Yeah, gotta get there first. Gotta still, yeah.
But even, now, it's like we can get there even if the business isn't making money. We could can do it.
We'll limp
just
across
you
limp across the finish line. You're like, oh, we're here.
Yeah. Anyway, Savannah's here. How you doing, Savannah?
Hey, I get to be on the first show of 2026?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We're booking it correctly now. We put the heavy hitters to start the show.
I always have to be, maybe it's because of the way this studio is set up, but like I had to start last
poorly
night.
set up.
I
It's
have
poorly
to
set up.
think, be careful what you say, because to me, when I'm in here, that's why I put my headphones on. I don't usually when I come here. I feel way too comfortable. with you guys.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'll start saying stuff because I forget that
Yes.
there's like millions of people listening, and I forget,
There's
and then
not
I'll say
millions.
something bad, and then somebody will be like, "Hey, remember you said that on Tom and Dan?" And I'll be like, "Oh
Yeah.
man, did I say that?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, you did," and I'll be like, "Oh shoot!" Like, so I have to be cautious.
You do
with
have to
you
be.
guys.
Can you tell the story about farting out an onion skin? Or was it? No, it was your friend.
Come on.
It was your friend who farted out an
No,
onion skin.
come
Was it
on,
not?
what
What
is
was her name?
I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
She
you
farted
live,
out an onion skin.
Savannah, you
You have
live
to look that up. Look that up in the Savannah lore. You'll never find it, but that's a deep cut.
you live in a little bit different world world where you have such a gigantic audience,
Huge following,
that you get a lot more blowback than we'd ever get for saying anything. So it's funny because you're like, gotta watch what I say, and I'm like, I've never watched what I say. In fact, I think about what can I say to piss people off.
He has been saying that. He's like, what can I say? And I'm like, I don't know.
It doesn't do nothing. I'm like, I got nothing. I don't know. I wish I could say something, get a bunch of hate mail, nothing, or like a bunch of people attacking me on social media.
I got something yesterday, but
nothing.
I think the guy deleted it. I think I got one yesterday. Well, Melissa does these. Oh, shout out to Melissa. Oh, this is a good tie-in. We can open Melissa's gifts right there to your left.
Oh, you got presents?
Yeah, from our video editor, Melissa. We have a beautiful woman who edits our videos.
This is one for you, one for me.
Yeah, dude. It should say that. Oh, here's yours. I got yours.
Okay.
I got yours. All right, and you got mine. Okay, so Melissa is our video editor. She's awesome. Shout out to Melissa. I call her Melissa the simple-minded whore.
And that doesn't make people mad.
And look what she wrote.
It makes them happy.
Did you see what she wrote? Hold on. Look at this. Look what she wrote. What is she? Here, you read it, Savannah. What does she write?
To the world's best bosses, Merry belated Christmas. Love your favorite simple-minded whore.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Nobody gets mad about that?
No, she knows what she is.
Quit trying to take the power away.
She knows what she is. Yeah, we all, like, I know what I am. Okay, what'd you get?
I've got a Key West Big Johnson special.
Dude, that's badass.
Oh, man.
Is it for your kid?
Oh, your boys are going to... No, he'll fit into that. He runs a lean shirt. Yeah, he runs a tiny shirt.
Liquor up front, poker in the rear. Big Johnson. Yeah. I wanted this. This is the only thing I wanted. Thank you, Melissa.
Look how happy he is.
Why'd she get you a baby size?
He likes baby sizes now. Look at his physique. Look at his physique. He's not so slob.
I wear baby shirts now.
All right, hold on. Let me... I got to fix my camera here. All right. And then mine, you want to see what I got? I may have gotten something you wanted too. Look what I got. I got a Where's Bum Fardo shirt.
Oh, wow.
Where is Bum Fardo? Bum Fardo was infamous Key West grifter, and he was a bad guy, right? Wasn't he?
He's a legend in Key West. I know Sam told us about it.
There's a whole story about the person known as Bum Fardo that you can look up, or you can go find our friend Samantha's podcast Semantics, and you can find. She did a whole episode on Bum Fardo. I'm gonna have to go refresh mine.
I never heard of Bum Fardo, and I used to live in Key West, and I never heard of Bum Fardo.
He's like the chat room's helping me. He was like a fireman coke dealer.
Oh, okay.
He's like a firefighter, but he was also a criminal at the same time. Bum Fardo. Melissa, thank you. I'll tell you, I sent her a very nice message just to let her know how much we value her and appreciate her. We love her very much. And don't let the whore title confuse the fact that I care about you a lot.
When did you live in Key West?
When I first moved back from California, I lived in Key West, and I actually, so you know Bill and Cherry Murphy, right?
Yes,
so they had a house.
Fairville is a big sponsor of us.
House in Key West, but with an Airstream in the backyard, and I lived in the Airstream in the backyard.
Okay, all right.
You know, I think I always
living in an Airstream in the back of a millionaire's house in Key West sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome.
A lot of millionaires, though. A lot of millionaires have people that live in their guest house or RV.
Yeah, because it's
like
there sitting there
or something, right? You know, like people have like. So other people living on their compound.
So we joked around. It sounds awesome, but living in an Airstream is
how long ago was this?
I mean, it was a restored Airstream.
Okay, all right.
Because millionaires aren't getting the crappy Airstream.
Yeah.
And it was really, really nice. Actually, my croc monitor lived with me in there, and like super weird.
Was this the beginning of your lizard journey? Were you a lizard woman yet?
I was a lizard woman already, but then I had my own pet, which was really funny because they eat rats and mice and things like that. But also in Key West, sometimes the pet store doesn't have that because there could be one accident on that road going down there and you don't get your rat storage. So my lizard ate a lot of pulled pork. He ate a lot of...
Oh, it's a southern lizard.
Ate a lot of seafood.
Oh, I love this. Your lizard was Jeff Foxworthy.
and this cage was inside the Airstream.
No, he could run rampant inside the Airstream with me. He had a cage outside.
Oh, okay. So
wait, you just let him free roam the Airstream?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a choice.
What about their doo-doo and stuff?
He's a very fancy lizard. He's never once pooped in his own water. He's never once he has now he lives at Gatorland, but he has a doggy door. And so in the morning he'll come out, he'll test the temperature, he'll come out and spend the day outside. But then once the sun starts going down, he goes back inside his doggy door.
Like a dog?
How big is it?
I don't know, like 6 feet long.
Oh my God!
Wow, that's bigger than me. That's a ginormous mega lizard. But kill a myth for me, since we have you here, and this is such a simple thing I've never asked you.
Can we do a segment called Kill a Myth?
Yeah, totally.
I love a Kill a Myth.
So you are living in an Airstream. You got your monitored lizard running around in there. I would think that's gross or unsanitary, bad for you and bad for him. Is it?
Well, here's what I know. Here's why.
Can you like touch him and then like eat a
he
hamburger?
He was really
after?
nice at the time. Now he'd rip your throat out.
Ooh.
But what happened was I left him outside in the cage one night, and I don't know if it was a raccoon or an iguana, because you know they got iguanas all over Key West.
Yeah.
Something reached into his cage and sliced him open all the way down his arm, all the way through his armpit. In the night.
Chupacabra.
So I don't know what kind of creature does that.
Okay.
But after that is when I started bringing him in the nighttime.
You had to protect your buddy.
Yeah, I had to protect him. And then I had to super glue that back together because I couldn't get a vet appointment. But he's doing great.
It's nice to know that super glue works on reptiles.
Everything.
Yeah.
It works on everything.
Yeah. Human skin, reptiles, like scales.
How many exotic pets have you had over the
years? A lot. Way too many for any one person to have.
What's the hardest one to take care of?
I never told you guys. When I lived in California, I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, me and my son, and I had about a 13, 14-foot snake that lived with us. I had multiple ones, but this one specifically, his name was Benji.
Like a python?
Yeah, like a python. So it was half of a reticulated python and half of a Burmese python fused together. Whoa. So making a gigantic snake. And so in the mornings, I would put him in the bathtub, and the bathroom was very small, smaller than this room we're in, like maybe this part of the room. And one morning, I don't know what was wrong with him. Like he lunged out of the bathtub and tried to bite me. So I had to run out of the bathroom and close the door. And then when I try to get back in the bathroom, like I couldn't because he slid up the side of the door. And every time I would crack the door, he would strike out the door.
Whoa!
And then my son, Gage, you know Gage.
Yeah.
Like he gets up because he wants to go brush his teeth and like, go to the bathroom in the morning. That's what you do. And he opens the door and he goes, "Why do we have 5 apex predators in a 1-bedroom apartment?"
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's always been the voice of reason, Gage.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a smart man.
And I was like, well, run across the street and brush your teeth at the park, right? Because the park.
It's a good thing you had him, right? Like to keep you, to help you along.
A giant striking python in your bathroom. Now, will pythons pose could they strike at you?
That he has to even say that, and I can see the list of excuses you're going to give him for why, because you're going to try and argue it out.
Could that python have hurt you?
Absolutely.
Seriously? Okay.
Absolutely. Like at the end of the day, because I don't know what was wrong.
But you haven't had a ton of injuries.
No, but at the end of the day, you know what I ended up having to do? Because he was wild. That snake got wild that day, and he had never been like that before. It was just that day. And then, the window was open with the screen, right? So I had to run around outside my apartment and try to, pop the screen out, and then at the same time close the window so he couldn't get out the window.
Oh, God.
And then I ended up having to... And I'm really good with snakes, but I ended up having to throw a quilt on top of him, like a quilt. This is a big snake.
That's what I have to do with my wife when I want to make love to her. I have to throwing a quilt on her. I'm holding her down. She's striking. She's striking at me.
That's exactly what I had to do. I had to throw a quilt on him. I had to jump on the top of the quilt and hope that he didn't bite me, and then get him back to where he was. And he never did it again. It was just this one weird fluke day. I don't know what happened. But,
well, I mean, they're living animals. I would imagine that they're no different than any of us having a freak out or something, that must have been a...
But he was so strong, such a strong
And
snake.
I remember when you started, I remember your gateway pets. I remember when you were dabbling with a Pac-Man frog.
Yeah. I love a Pac-Man frog.
But that led to you just kind of
I still have a frog. I have a frog pet now.
Do you remember the first, or maybe I've asked you this before, but I don't think I have. Do you remember as a little girl, or maybe it happened as a young woman, where you're yeah, reptiles are it. That's my thing.
No, I would catch them all the time when I was little. I had a room full of animals.
Yeah.
That I just kept in drawers like it was my zoo.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. South Carolina drawers filled with lizards. Yeah, that checks out. And there are other little girls doing that right now, which means there's hope for the world. I feel like.
but less
There
now.
are less.
There's a more digital lizards.
Digital lizards, you put them in drawers. You get the same chemicals. People
What do you
don't know that.
feed a 14-foot python?
Big rats.
Okay, so
Big
it's
rats.
all big rats.
Yeah,
All
big
right.
rats.
And then you feed them alive, or
No,
are
he
they
would-
dead? You
What's
eat
the
them?
deal
dead
on
ones.
that? Because I've heard people say, like, no, you can't feed them the thing it dead. It's got to have the soul in it for the, like, like everybody's got a new.
Well, it depends. Like some snakes won't eat unless they're like they get in that feeding mode and the mouse is moving, the rat is moving or something like that. Some of them are like that.
They need
this
that.
one happened to be really good, so I never had that problem before. But anyways,
God,
yeah.
how come our kids didn't have any of these? I mean, you and I dodged 2 crazy Florida man bullets where the odds were against us, where one of us is supposed to have some sort of crazy
I would
pet.
think it would be your kids.
I would. You've got boys, and
Well-
I am jealous that you do not have a bearded dragon. I am jealous you have no hamsters, sir.
I put my foot down a while ago with the pets because I have the conversation with
Yeah.
my sons. I'm like, listen, I mean, because of course they've dabbled in I want this, or like if I presented it to them, like, do you want a lizard? They'd be like, yay. But I'm like, then you have to take care of it. And then when we go out of town, you got to find someone to take care of it. And you got to clean the cage, and you have to make sure,
Feed it water,
Yeah,
change
yeah.
its bedding.
And-
I've done all of this.
and
I
so-
was a hamster man.
They don't want to do the work.
My
And-
dad wouldn't let me have the lizard.
Remember I told you about my dad? He used to raise guinea pigs for whatever reason, and he named them all after one was
Wiki.
named Saddam,
Is that your dad's
one
name,
was
Wiki?
named Ayatollah, one was
Am I saying that right? Is that memory right?
Wiki.
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 Yeah, okay. So I did know your dad's name. Yeah.
You'd have a bunch of guinea pigs and name them after dictators of the time.
That are NASCAR drivers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one over there, that's Biffle.
I never.
Hey, that's Greg Biffle over there.
Hey, Petty,
Hey, bring
stop
the-
eating them carrots.
The 2 that look like each other, them's the Waltrips. And they talk gay. That's the thing about the Waltrips. They all sounded gay,
Dude,
but they
that
were.
was a
Yeah.
deep racing cut.
That's also
That was
the
a
best.
deep racing
Ask
cut.
Jimmy. He'll never do it now because he's too straight and narrow businessman. But there was a time when Dirty Jim
Oh,
Colbert, did the best Daryl Waltrip impression you'll ever hear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy does a good Daryl
I think
Waltrip.
Jimmy texted me like Christmas night at like 1 a.m. or
He's
something
drunk.
like that.
Drunk and
Like
sensitive.
this weird picture of this guy going, I ain't gonna do it. Like, and I was just like, what?
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
that
Jimmy
was.
likes to send dick pics. Right?
That's a gateway to an old
yeah.
dick pic.
Yeah, he's like, who was that lady I used to work with? I think she'd look at my shriveled dick. Jimmy, you pedophile, get out of here.
All right, well,
No, he's
first
not a
I gotta say- I
pedophile.
gotta
I
say-
should say that. Should have said pedophile. Should have said pervert. Pervert's what I meant to say. I misspoke.
So, Savannah, let's talk about your trip to Jamaica. Because I think last time you were here, we talked about your trip to Australia and the
Yeah.
islands off of
You
Australia.
are certainly our most traveled guest.
Oh, sweet.
So
by far.
what were you doing down in Jamaica?
So we raised a bunch of money. Gatorland Global raised a bunch of money for hurricane relief. We raised almost $10,000.
Okay.
And then we also shipped like a big, huge pallet full of goods over there, which is probably still circling the harbor in Jamaica because there's so many pallets of stuff that are trying to get into Jamaica to help.
What happened? No, I'm kidding.
And so
I haven't heard much about from Jamaica after I forgot the hurricane's even name because they go
Melissa.
through Melissa after Melissa went through and and then it was
Just
kinda,
like our video editor, we talked about
we saw the devastation at first, but then it kind of the news cycle. Then you forget. You're like, oh, they're going to be dealing with this for years.
Oh yeah. So with our money, what we did was a little bit different. Like, so we kind of so we keep Gatorland Global very broad, right?
Okay.
Because I think the mistake a lot of conservation organizations make is that so if I go to another country and I drop them off some money, that's all great, right? And they'll use it for the greatest things. But the people that live in the country are the people that take care of those animals in that country, right? So we bought like there's a little community behind the Hope Zoo in Kingston. So we got them water tubs for their houses, and we got them like new things for their bathroom because their kids were walking 1.5 miles each way to get water from the river because all the water got shut off.
Too far.
So we were helping them, like, we bought a whole water truck so they could pump water to all the people there, because if the people aren't doing well, then they're not going to take care of the animals. And so, like, it's a big circle. It's called practical conservation. And so we kind of did that over there, and it was really, really great. And, like, the people at the zoo were happy. All the animals did well through the hurricane.
That's awesome.
You bring up a good point, because it's like
It's to put the oxygen mask on yourself.
Before you help your kid. It's like you have to help the people that are caring for the animals first, because if they need to save their own lives, that comes first, and then the animals suffer.
I will say F a turtle if I'm dying. Right? I think most people agree with that.
Even the turtle understands.
Yeah. He's like, I get it, bro. I get it.
And then how long were you down there?
I was down there for like 6 or 7 days, I think.
And it's like when you go down there and you're in a country that your Category 5 hurricane comes through and there's devastation, and then I'm sure it's like, chaos in certain instances. Everyone's trying to rebuild and stuff. How do you know where to stay? How do you know where, like, I guess you've been there before, so you know the people.
We have tons of friends and acquaintances
I guess you got
relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, but the Jamaican people are so great. Like, if anybody goes to, like, Kingston or wherever you go, you can just get an Airbnb and, like, if you don't know what you're doing or where you're going to go, like, talk to the people from the Airbnb. Like, at the Airbnb we stayed at in Kingston, like, the guy whose Airbnb it was also friends with one of the people we were staying with. They didn't know that at the time. And, like, they were really, really great to us, and they cut us a great deal on the second night we were there. We didn't have to pay full price. Like, just making connections, making friends like that, like, that's, a big, big part of my job. Maintaining relationships with good people that are doing good things wherever they are in the world.
So,
I love that.
Savannah, I want to talk to you about Jackie because I see pictures. You've been friends with Jackie Siegel for a while.
Oh, I'm glad you put the Siegel on the end, because you said Jackie. That could be one of many different Jackies.
Jackie
My
Chan.
favorite Jackie, Jackie Gleason. To the moon. He hit women. To the moon. Well, he alluded to hitting women. He's like, to the moon, Atlas.
Well,
and when I was a young boy watching that with my father, I thought my dad punched my mom to the moon.
So first, where did you meet first? How did you become friends with her? And then you've met a lot of interesting people throughout it's probably your personality. You're just open to meeting people, and then through your travels and the more you're
easy to talk to.
You just end up, and then they remember you. I mean, we were just talking about something. You're like, how do these people remember me? And I'm like, oh, how do they not? I'm saying, like, you're different than most people we encounter in the world.
You know this, and I get a little bit of this, not as much as you, but if you look a certain way and you're tall and you're covered in tattoos and you have beautiful blonde hair and you stick out, you have a big loud voice, you stick out, you have cool makeup, you look like a rock star.
Your profession is
you look
memorable.
Cool. I get a little bit of this too, where it's kind of hard to, like, the little guy that, like, I look like, how many people in this city look like me? Me.
Yeah, some homeless, some bikers.
But I'm little. But I'm too little. No. They know.
But then,
they would know. They'd be like, no, that's Dan, because look how little. And then they'd be like, wait a minute, is he an M-word? And they're like, not quite.
No.
He's close.
As a brand, that's what I mean. Savannah's done it. It's like
I should have leaned in more. I should have done it more.
Yeah.
But I did.
Anyway, so back to Jackie. Where'd you meet? And tell us about someone. Like, I'm always fascinated with someone that has infinite money, and I know it's not infinite, but in the
probably as close as you could get, I guess.
Yeah. It's just like, and then that lifestyle is interesting to me. Because,
it is interesting to me too. It's very interesting.
Very few people in the world can relate to that.
Well, so I met Jackie on Real Radio. You guys were
we met her
part
before
of the show.
too.
Yeah, so we all met there. But then, like, I would go to Runway to Hope, and I would see her there. Like, Runway to Hope is where they bring all the kids that have childhood cancer.
Oh, you've done that for years.
Yeah. And so I would always see her there.
That's such a great thing. And then you sponsor a kid, and then you walk the runway with them. Oh, yeah, I love that event.
Yeah, it's such a great event. And then so we would talk there and stuff like that. And I don't remember what exactly was the thing that. Oh, she came out to Gatorland because they were filming stuff for her TV show out there.
Okay, yeah.
And then we kind of walked around together, and we just became really good friends. And like understandably, it's hard for someone like her to make a new friend, right? Because when you're at that level of wealth, right? Can you trust everybody? Not so much. Like,
No,
she
no.
trusts more people than I do.
No, yeah.
Way more people than I
Well,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
She does seem awfully nice for
she has a really
person
good
of her
heart.
level of money.
And she's super fun. Like, we
can't-
always have so much fun.
Honestly,
Seem very open to
well,
things and trying
Yeah.
new things.
Think about that. If you were walking around with infinite money, and then everybody knows you, and everybody knows that,
Right.
You literally can't trust anybody.
Right.
I mean, there's no person that if you're talking to, like, oh, nice person, whatever, dealing with, like, in the back of their mind. I mean, I'm not looking to take Jackie Siegel's money, but if I'm
you're
there,
not looking for it.
if I'm there
Yeah.
meeting Jackie Siegel,
Yeah.
in the back of
There's
my
an
mind,
opportunity,
I'm
yeah.
like, what could I do to get money from this person?
I think
Like,
everybody does that, right? Like when
even if you don't want, even if you're not even thinking that, I think subconsciously you're like, because it seems like a lottery
Well,
ticket
you
of some
wanna be
sort. I don't know.
around-
Like, what if she just gave me $1 million? She could do that, and it would not do nothing
Well,
for her.
then why not be in the room is what you're saying. I want to be around greatness, right? You want to be around people that have accomplished things that are
exactly.
amazing.
So like the 5 people you're around the most, that kind of dictates what kind of person you are and what path you're on, right?
Oh God, I gotta change.
I've never been. I know.
Gotta change
I've
some
never
of my
been
people.
around anyone like her, so it's really interesting for me. It's like watching a soap opera, but also I'm in it, right? And I try to watch when how kind she is to everyone, what she thinks about. Like let's say for instance her Broadway show that just got it's not anymore, right?
Okay.
Oh, did they just stop doing that?
Yeah, and it was an
I
amazing
heard people were
show.
saying it was really great.
It was an amazing show. And then
Hold on. What was it about?
it was her life.
Okay.
Like, so when she was young, like, she auditioned to be in all these Broadway shows, and everybody was like, you don't have any talent. You'll never be on Broadway, blah, 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 blah. Bam! Here's my life story on Broadway. So, like, what you gonna do now, everybody that you're meeting?
And
Like,
isn't
Oh,
it
that's
the
what I
story
love.
of finding David and meeting him
Yep,
and everything?
that's in it,
It's like
too.
her love story. I read about this because, like, I freaking love musicals, and I haven't done it with Maisie
and it's
yet.
a great musical.
But I want to take May to New York and just take in a bunch of shows
Yeah.
because I have a feeling. I mean, I'm thinking about it now, but if I know where her dance is heading, and she's been singing a lot lately,
Yeah.
and she can sing better than her daddy, and her daddy's not bad. So I'm like, oh, maybe
Did she
Get
just
up there.
Yeah,
produce it herself, and then it just
no,
she made
I
it
don't
happen?
No, it
No,
was
sir.
Kristen Chenoweth
Okay.
played her, and she did an amazing
Do you
job
know who
playing
Kristen
her.
Chenoweth is?
Well,
She's wicked.
I'm asking
She's
about.
everything Broadway.
I'm asking about Broadway because obviously I don't know.
Well, no, I would
I'm a
say
very
that
ignorant.
Kristen is if I had to give you one person to like brush up on tonight, I'd be like, hey, you got to learn Broadway in a night. She'd be the lady
Yeah.
you'd watch because she's done every big time. I mean, she's Glenda from Wicked.
Okay, all right.
She's the Ariana Grande part before it was. She made it famous to open the door.
And she
for
made
it to be a
the
movie.
cameo in the movie, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, like the guy that wrote the play, Stephen Schwartz, is that his name? Stephen Schwartz.
I think you're right.
He's got like 10 or 15 Tony Awards from Broadway shows. So like,
Wow.
I asked her, like, are you okay? Because the show is shut down now. Like, are you okay? And her response to me, like, because, I think differently, right? Like, her response was, I feel really bad that all these people just lost their jobs right before the holidays, so I'm going to send them all something, right? Like, all the people that were doing the costumes and the people that were doing the sound and the people that were, fixing the stage and doing the props and stuff like that, they all lost their job right before Christmas because they canceled the show. And, like, I'm pretty sure she sent them all something. Like, so my immediate thought would be, like, sons of bitches, they canceled our show.
I'd never think about that.
Yeah.
I would think about the exact same things that P. Diddy thought about. If I was that
I think about that now. I think about my girlfriend playing with what comes out of me in her hand.
Well, I'm joking. So now, and the story was about her life?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
then,
it was really great, and I learned a lot from watching the show. Like, I didn't realize that she was in a relationship where there was a domestic violence issue. So, like I think people have this idea about Jackie specifically, especially in this environment, because she does live in Orlando, and they don't know, like, the real person, and they don't know, like, everybody thinks that billionaires just have all this money and they should just give it to everybody, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's what people think. But people don't take into consideration how hard you worked or what you've been through or how hard it is to manage all of that. I mean, she's got, 6 kids? 6 kids.
Yeah. Or even with
6 or 7.
with
I thought
Jackie.
it was more than 6.
Like and I'm
But
ignorant to it
you know
because I don't
more
know.
than I do.
But I probably, like a lot of people, just assume she married into money, and that's how she got rich.
She was,
and that's an insulting thing to do that I think a lot of people do in the
you're
world.
right, you're right.
Where they look at the wife of a billionaire and discount anything they've ever done
Right.
as a couple to even build,
Yeah.
like
I don't think that's fair.
it's like Melinda Gates or something, like it's like these,
It's what you do, but it's not fair to do it.
the one person's known for making all the wealth, and then the partner of that person gets no credit
What
for
are they
it.
just along for the ride?
Which of course-
and we
which
all know
anybody
from
would-
our own relationships
well,
that
and
is
then
not
also,
how it works.
like, her husband passed away last year, David,
I'm
and
sorry
like,
about that.
like I will tell you, I went to his celebration of life, and I learned so many things I had no idea about. Like, that guy was rich and broke and rich and bankrupt and rich, and like hearing the whole story
They
of
fail a lot, the guys that make it, right?
Yeah, of how he made his money, like, was an amazing story. Do you know why it's called Westgate? Because he wanted to be an actor in Hollywood, David Siegel. So he went out to Hollywood when Disney first came around, right?
Yeah.
And he saw Disney, and it was sitting in this place in Anaheim with a bunch of orange groves around it. Then he went back like 2 years later to go audition for something because he wanted to be an actor. And there were hotels popping up everywhere. And they knew there was going to be one in Orlando. So he went there to like the visitor center, and he bought some land 6 miles from the West Gate of where Disney was going to be. And that's how you get Westgate, right? And then somebody came to this little hotel. He bought this little dump hotel he bought and was like, are you interested in going in with me on a timeshare? And he was like, what's timeshare? And they explained it to him. And he was like, no, but I'm going to do it myself. Thanks. Nice to meet you.
Off to the races, and a star is born. Yeah.
That's what I do. I steal ideas all the time.
We just did that. We had somebody in this morning, and he's like, I've got an idea to do this, and he told us the idea. And then as soon as he left, I was like, that's our idea. We're stealing that goddamn idea. That's our idea. Tom and Dan do that. We do it.
Mail it to ourselves fast.
Yeah, and I did that.
All right.
I emailed it to ourselves
Okay,
right before you got here. In fact, when you saw me on the sidewalk, I just got done stealing someone's idea.
I have more to talk to you about this. So let's take a break real quick, and then when we come back, we'll talk to you about that. We got a list of other things.
Tons of little silly things to get to. Melissa, thank you for our gifts. We love you. Tracy, we love you too. The ladies that keep our show going. The lovely ladies of Tom and we should call them the lovely ladies of Tom and Dan, and get them a uniform to
I
wear.
think you should.
Get them a uniform to wear.
Like a pink housemaid.
Yeah,
yeah.
like that.
But
like
it's
that.
little
Like a thong. High side.
Yeah,
High side thong.
yeah.
Okay, the name of the band. We'll do some punk rock. Let's do this. Name of the band is
Paradox? Do
For
you
this
love the
one-
Paradox band?
I don't even know who that is. Should I know Paradox band?
Yeah, you should.
Okay, I'll look him
I'm
up.
disappointed that you don't.
I might know who that is. This is Angel Dust. This is old punk rock. Angel Dust, brand new song called "I'm the Outside" from their EP "Cold to the Touch." We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time right after this. Savannah's here. We got more to talk about. Call in 1-844-TOMNDAN. If you'd like to get a phone call in or show at tomandan.com for email. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. We got Savannah here, obviously from Gatorland. You haven't
Oh,
been,
yeah, I like
I
that.
gotta give it the blast.
you haven't been to Gatorland in a while? Go check out some Gatorland.
What's
It's
new
awesome.
at Gatorland? Because there's always something new. I mean, you guys. The
We
cool
just got
thing,
2 Siamese crocodiles.
you guys are forced to be new all the time because
Yes.
your theme park is alive.
Yeah, it is.
So Siamese crocodiles, explain.
Like Cambodia.
Are they together?
So no, we got 2 little ones. They're not on display yet, but they're new.
You got them Siamese
and
crocodiles.
listen to this journey. They came from Korea. Because you can't have pets like that in Korea. So there's this place that's sending all their animals here because otherwise they have to euthanize them. So they went from Korea to Phoenix, Arizona, from Phoenix, Arizona back to Gatorland.
All right.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been to Korea. Phoenix,
Exactly.
Arizona.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
For some reason, too, in my mind, there's no rules in Korea. So I was surprised by that.
But I think there's a lot of rules in Korea.
Yeah, I don't know. I always like other countries that I don't understand. I'm like, no rules.
Any of my friends that I know that go and spend time in Korea say that it's like the most orderly and organized place in the world.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's no trash, there's no
Well,
like it's
the
literally
Asian
just,
culture is
No gum on the sidewalk.
No,
Nothing like
it's
that.
It's just beautiful and it's just dialed in.
I've heard that about Japan and like Tokyo, and there's this the thing on social media I saw about like they call it like Tokyo depression. It's like when you come back from Tokyo or Japan, you get this depression.
Look at
or
how
whatever.
inconsiderate everybody is.
Yeah, because everybody is so considerate and clean and respectful to one another and their society, and it's different.
Well,
when you go back to your home country, you're like, oh my god,
like the horn honking thing, right?
Yeah.
Like people here honk horns if they want to get in a fight, right? Like that's America, right? I'm in any other country and I hear a horn honk and I'm immediately like lit up, right? Ready to fight.
Yeah.
And every time people will be like, it's okay. In this country, it's a courtesy. They're just letting you know they're there. Like they're not trying to get in a fight with you.
It's a communication thing.
It's a communication thing. It's done very lightly. No one's trying to get in a fight with you. But if you come from America and you hear it, you're like, what?
Yeah, they do that in New York too. They do that weird horn honk communication thing in New York City. When
it
I was
doesn't
there,
work there.
Everything's like honk, like they're communicating with little
That's
tiny.
exactly what it sounds like too.
It's like,
and then I'm like, are they? And then
it's like semaphore. Or something,
it is. Wait, do what you did?
Okay,
That's exactly what it sounds like.
I'm gonna cut that out, isolate it. I'm gonna say he's making fun of Asian people. Look what he
basically said
Tom
was-
Van thinks Asian people sound like this, and then I'll cut and then I'll put it there, and everybody will be like, "Oh, look at him, he's racist." I'm gonna
Hey,
get
you might
so
get some
bad.
comments on that
I'm
one.
gonna ruin your life.
You're trying to make people angry.
Chat room is saying, our buddy Ryan says, I went to Tokyo. It was glorious. Everything there was perfect. Everything here is a dirty toilet bowl, including the people. That's one way to put it, Ryan.
Man.
Robert says, Tokyo is one of the cleanest places I've ever been in my life.
Yeah,
Robert, you travel too. Robert just got back a couple months ago from Africa.
Oh, wow.
Doing like a big safari deal out there. You been to Africa?
Yeah.
What do you think of Africa?
South Africa.
What's is that pretty cool?
It's really inexpensive and they sell a lot of meat.
Okay. That's
So if
exactly
you like
what
to
I'm
eat-
looking for.
If you like meat and you like sugar, South Africa is a good place to
I
do like
sweet
meat and
meat.
sugar.
I like them both together. I like the sweet meat.
So
Sugar meat.
I want
I
to
don't know what I'm talking about.
back to Jackie
So
for a second.
stupid.
So, Savannah, when you're interacting with Jackie, and
Jackie
then,
Siegel.
and then friends of hers and other millionaires and people that are like super rich.
Are you asking this from the perspective of a person who wants millionaire friends? Are you sad that your millionaire friends dried up?
Yes, I am.
Because
I had
this
pseudo.
too. He used to be the conduit for millionaires, and you knew all the millionaires.
Well, there is something to be said.
But
about,
you knew .com millionaires, and they're fake millionaires.
Yeah. Well, I knew a lot of people that technically, if they sold everything and credit cards, they'd have $1 million.
You just knew guys that wore affliction shirts that lived above their means.
There's a difference between you
Wait,
have.
are you talking about BDMs?
No.
No.
Well, Roop's a millionaire.
We have a lot of media millionaires, but when they show me what kind of money they have, it's so much more than what I have that it's sad. Like we have a guy in our watch group that just did a photo dump of like him buying watches, and like in the last 20 days he's bought in upwards, I think I added it up, like over $300,000 in watches. And I'm like, wowie.
It's a spectrum, and it's not just rich and poor, obviously, and I think people know that, but when someone says like you're rich, I'm like, rich is a spectrum that is it goes high.
And spare me the rich and family or relationships crap. We're talking money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then when you get in the higher echelon of that spectrum, it becomes super fascinating to me because you become so rich that the resource of money is, like I said, unlimited to a point where that all of a sudden your money's making money and your money's making more money than you could possibly spend, and then you get to this point and there's a large group of people here, but like that live in this way, but that group of people I'm fascinated with because going back to being around them, and it's like making the joke of like, hey, give me some money, but it's like well, in relation to how much they have, $10,000 is 50 cents to them.
Well,
you know
like,
what I'm saying? And then
I'm,
it's like,
I'm super cautious with all of that, right? Like
I know. You have to be.
Like I was at a party one time, and there were a bunch of cars parked in the front yard, and I won't say where or when, but they needed something from, let's say they needed something from Walmart. And they were like, can anybody drive? And I was like, I can drive, whatever, but I can't get my car. My car's blocked in. And they're like, here, take this car. Or just grab a set of keys off the thing. And I'm looking at the keys. And I'm like, that key says Maserati. Pick. And then I'll be like, all right, I'm going to go to Walmart and get whatever you guys need. And they'll be like, okay. And I'll be like, does anybody want to know whose car I'm taking? And they're like, nope, nobody cares.
Yeah.
So now I'm driving a Maserati to Walmart.
I just wrote that down. That's the name of the show. The old Walmart Maserati.
So, like, I want to take pictures, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm driving a Maserati, and I'm driving super fast, right? Flying.
Maseratis are pretty awesome.
Flying to Walmart.
Yeah.
And then, but I also don't want to take pictures in the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like that.
You're also making Tom really conflictedly bad because two of his favorite things and least favorite things are Maseratis, least favorite Walmart.
Yeah.
You hate Walmart.
So I get the stuff that I had to get. And also, like, I'm very cautious of that. Like, so if they're like, if you want to get this, just get it. I'll be like, no, that's okay. I can't afford that. Not at Walmart. But anyways, like, I won't let. Like, I'll pay for my own thing if I ever can. Like, I'll share food. Like, I won't go to a dinner with, like, Jackie and order lobster and steak. Like, I'll say, what are you having? And what I also know about rich people, and I'm learning, is they don't eat, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, because they're fueled by money.
right. So I'll be like, well, what are you going to get? And if they say something that I like on the menu, I'll be like, oh, that sounds good. What are you going to get? And then, like, because they're going to take, like, 3 bites, and then I'm going to be like, I'll go ahead and have the rest of that if you guys aren't going to eat it, right? Like,
Well,
I've eaten more stone crab claws with Jackie Siegel than any human should ever be able to eat.
We eat like poor people.
Yeah.
By that I mean we eat like it's our last meal. Because they've said like, but rich people with unlimited resources, they are like, oh, I'm not like, I don't care about wasting an $80 lobster. I'll order it and be like, I don't feel, there's no waste because waste assumes that there's a limited supply of it,
right?
And it's like if there's an unlimited supply, then
in this scenario, it's unlimited. I can remember doing the exact opposite of what you said, like where the only millionaire that I became like friends with, and I think we're still friends even now, even though I don't really even know how it ended. I mean, it was Phil Rollins from Orlando City Soccer.
Oh yeah.
And I can remember, unlike you, whenever I would go to dinner with him at a restaurant and he's footing the bill, I would go for the big dog entree, no matter, even if I didn't like it. It'd be like,
really?
Yeah, because I'm trash, and I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to get that opportunity again. And much like any hillbilly child that you put you all see those Christmas movies where you take the poor little orphan and you put the food in front of him and he starts eating it like eating it like an animal, and then they love it. The steak, the $60 steak at the restaurant. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Give me 2.
That's
like, I don't like caviar, and caviar is eaten all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes when I'm in circles.
Andrea loves caviar.
And they'll be like, do you want caviar? And I'll be like, no, thank you. No, that's okay. It's not my thing.
It's gross. I'm just saying.
My wife likes it super salty. She likes it. I can't see where it doesn't have a place in my life.
But then also on the flip side of that, and I just want to say this, like Jackie did have a daughter that passed away from drug overdose.
Yeah.
Her name was Victoria. And so like from that tragedy, they, built this organization called Victoria's Voice where they help other people and other people who have kids. Like let's say maybe one of your kids grows up and then like they get on drugs or whatever. Like they can help do like a scholarship for them to go. I don't guess it's called a scholarship, but they could help pay for your kids to go to like rehabs and things like that. Like they were also at the forefront of
putting the bill for treatment is important.
Narcan. So that's why police have Narcan now, because that used to not be a thing. And her and her husband, once their daughter died, like they fought for that all the way to the White House under several different presidents and finally got it through. So like they do lots and lots of good things like that because, like everyone's human at the end of the day, and losing a child is pretty devastating. And but to come from that and do something positive from it, I think is like the best thing that anyone could do.
If you're dining with millionaires, other tricks from the chat room. Captain Dano says, I test the room to see who orders the most expensive dish, and then I get one that's just slightly cheaper. That's a good idea.
So I'll
It's a
tell
really good
you,
idea.
I do this naturally, and I did this before, and I'll do this again, which is
Oh, what are you referencing?
when I'm at
Because last week
a
he told us
table
last week he told us he masturbated in every state park in
No,
Florida or
no,
something.
I
You know,
didn't,
like
no.
that.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
No,
or
you
every
said-
job. Did you say
No, I
every
didn't.
job you've been
Why
at,
are
you've done
you
that?
a
So like,
creeper?
I have no
Stop.
idea what this guy's
No,
talking
this
about.
is a liar. No, I did
terrible.
not say that. I just say you could do that, and I have before.
What did
You know, just
Isn't that
regular. It's a
just
regular
what-
bodily
isn't
function.
that just what I did?
It's just
Stop.
I'm in there. Yes, it is.
not.
I'm
It's
there.
not the
The
same.
bathroom's closed. I'm in a room by myself.
Yeah, but what is making you want to do that out in nature?
Not making me
Evil.
wanna do it.
Pure evil is
I'm
making
in
you want to do that.
Yeah, because
Because inside of
my
him is a
old lady,
rotten
she-
monster.
Well, my old lady, she's bitching, and I'm not getting it with her, so I gotta get it out somewhere.
So wait, you go
I'm on a
camp-
camping trip.
Yeah.
My kids are bitching. She's
So he
bitching.
locks himself in a porta john
It's
at
the
the
only
state
way.
park.
No, no,
Anyway,
it's
as
only
you were
camping.
saying,
It's
Not
as you
at
were
the
saying.
state park. You're gonna get arrested.
Well, I was like, how would they know?
then
I'm in a closed room. You know who? Like, who
You're in a
cares what
closed
it?
room where people go poo. What in there? Like,
Yeah.
how
Well,
can you
I
even
don't
fight
know.
the
It's the
smell?
only way he can get excited again. He's a monster.
Come on.
I told you. This is the last time
Stop.
Savannah comes on the
Come
show.
on. Okay.
Because of you.
Back to having dinner with millionaires.
The next time on your Facebook I see you guys camping, I'm gonna be like,
Oh, you know what he's
my
doing.
God,
Well,
he's
you
so
see-
You know what he's doing? He's in the woods. He's locking himself in the woods.
Well, any of those dads out there camping with their old lady, they are pitching about something. We're in the damn bathroom, state park shower.
No.
It's a closed
They don't-
door.
I don't think
We're
they
taking
do.
a shower.
I don't think
we're
most
in
dads
there.
do that. I'll
Go
argue
to
that.
Canada.
No, that's
Yeah,
all.
that's
He
happened.
also says, hold on, I have to.
It happens.
There was a lot of mumbling there. He said, well, we're going to Canada. What that means is he has to use the VPN from. This takes a good opportunity to remind you guys that we've partnered with Surfshark. And if you want to use any, and I mean any website in all of North America, get a god darn good guaranteed VPN. It's Surfshark. Use the Tom and Dan link at tomanddan.com.
What I like to do is I'm aware, like I don't like to pretend like I'm one of them. Because I think that's what your natural
millionaires.
The one of the millionaires.
Wait,
you're like
you're confusing me. You just went from the state park thing to the.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Well,
know.
He wants to get off of that. We're back to eating with. Okay, we're back to eating with millionaires, and
Yeah.
Tom
Okay.
saying that he does not pretend to be a millionaire.
Because
Well,
you've
they're
done.
not gonna let you come because you whack it in the.
No,
yeah.
they
You
do
said
it
it
too.
right.
I know they do.
Because they're super
They do
powerful.
whatever they want.
Super powerful men do whack it everywhere.
You whack it anywhere if
Yeah.
you're that
Yeah,
rich.
that's true.
Anyway, with a plant or whatever. Anyway.
That's
so-
where the original phrase "walking around money." It used to be "whacking around money," and then over years it kind of became more,
Oh,
appropriate.
man.
I don't pretend like I'm one of them. I go the dinner for schmucks type where I'm the clown.
Yeah,
That
you're the
tell-
entertainment for the millionaires.
That tell the other millionaires how the poor people live, and they laugh at my,
This guy whacks it everywhere.
I tell them that. I tell
This
them
is the
anything.
whacking guy.
Yeah. And they laugh and laugh, and then I'm
Hey,
like,
Savannah, I want to introduce you to somebody. They got this real creepo we invited to the dinner party.
And then on the
He's
back-
known as the state park whacker.
in the back of my mind,
State park.
I'm like,
whack.
they're gonna make me rich one day, and then they
I
never
do think that there is.
I don't know, but you guys are missing out on bumper stickers that say State Park Whacker.
we should, you know what? We should get a state park whacker bumper sticker.
Savannah, take me to one of these rich millionaire parties one day.
Biggest tip you've seen on a dinner? I bet you've seen some.
$4,000.
Holy smokes!
as a tip.
That's a life changing
Let me
tip.
get me in there, Savannah, because
Did
I
you
feel
just
like
say good give me in there?
because I feel like I could then you have a super interesting life, which is why the millionaires are attracted to not only
They want
that,
your stories.
Because in the mornings I'm covered in leeches in my gator
But
waders.
they want your
yeah.
stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, I got to run home, take a bird bath, and like change into a
Right.
ball
Yeah,
gown.
yeah. So
Right.
they're getting a taste of something that they never see because
And you have
their
a
lives
lot of ball gowns. Like I see you in a lot of sequins. I see you dressed to the. I never see you dressed to the middle. I only see you dressed for the swamp or for the ball.
because
You know what I mean?
I feel like this is middle. Is this middle?
You look really nice. I mean, those are nice ass boots. I'd
But
say
is
you're
this
dressed
middle?
up.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
say
this
you're
is
dressed
middle.
up.
But
look good.
it's nice or for the swamp.
Yeah,
You
like
never
this
see
is nice. Like this
Yeah.
isn't like you don't look like you're ready for Gatorland. You look very put together and very very
Thank
beautiful.
you.
But like it's weird that there's no like.
I don't walk around in sweatpants. I don't do it.
Yeah,
I just don't do it. I wear them in my house. Like I have some of the best sweatpants outfits in the world in my house, but I'm not wearing them outside because I live in fight or flight,
Yeah.
right? Like there could be any
a
moment
brand.
where,
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
if I decided one day to wear slides, some sweatpants, and a T-shirt, chances are my car's gonna break down. I'm going to look like ass. No one's going to help me because I look like ass.
Oh.
And then I'll meet like the biggest movie producer in the world all in the same time. And I will not allow myself to go out like that.
Yeah.
That's some extreme anxiety.
It's also the way Southern women were sort of raised like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. My
Yeah,
Put
mom,
your face
Like,
my
on.
mama
clean.
always said certain things that I've heard your mama say about like being prepared for when
Put your
things.
face on. You
Always
never
have
know.
panties on in case an ambulance has to cut your dress off. I remember my mom.
I did let that one go.
Also,
Don't shave above your knees. Whores do that.
also,
Right? Your mama used to say that. I remember that one.
I
Only whores shave above their
That's
knees.
exactly true. My mom will say that all the time.
Write that down.
I like how there used to be a saying is like you wear clean underwear just in case you get in a horrible accident
Yeah,
and
my
they're cutting
mom,
your clothes
my
off.
mom said that all the time.
It's like that's what you have to worry about. You're worrying about them seeing the doo-doo stripes
Yeah.
on my underwear.
100%.
If they're cutting, there's doing chest compressions, I'm dying.
Oh, look,
that's
this guy pooed himself.
Also, these people are hardened paramedics.
But they were right.
Don't,
They were right.
Notice.
They knew that the paramedics would laugh about that after the guy died. They knew it.
My ribs are broken. They're giving me CPR. They're like, oh, this guy doo in his pants. Like, it's weird that you would suggest me, like, you're worried about that? Anyway, all right. Back to millionaires. Get me in there, Savannah. I need to meet these people.
You need a new millionaire.
Because I do feel like every once in a while someone will infiltrate in there. They're just like snake oil salesman, fast talking. That's probably what.
But they're really easy to see, and they would be easy
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you guys to see. Because so what we have are
They
what we
protect
have
themselves,
are
though.
street smarts, right?
Yeah,
Collectively in this room,
Sure, yeah.
we have street smarts. We grew up differently. And you know, from working in radio and you know being a local celebrity, like you know when someone's coming at you from an angle, we can see it coming a mile away,
Yeah.
right? For people that are very wealthy, they might not see it the same way if they're hanging around with trash. And by trash, I mean like people of my income level.
Yeah.
So but I can see them, right? So if there's a circle of people and they're all surrounding this one person that might have a lot of energy, I can pick out the people, but the person that's in the center of it might not be able to see it the same way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
does.
But I can see it, and I immediately don't like those people.
Yeah. Because
And-
opportunists and
yeah.
They you know. But it's weird that like you would think that, and when you get to that being that wealthy, that's all your radar picks up because that's the number one problem in your life is you're constantly being solicited hounded or asked or handouts or hey this business venture. I mean it's happened with NFL players to the end of
Right.
time. You know it's like they're
It will
taught
forever
now
be happening.
like how to handle all your cousins and friends that want to start businesses and want to, you know, it's like, and like,
I want to start a car wash.
yeah, and
everybody wants to start a car wash.
Right.
and then how to diffuse that situation and how to get out of it politely and not insult the person by saying I can't give this to you because like even going back to the dollar is the same a dollar to us is the same as $10,000 to them, so then it's like it's the same mathematically. Why don't you give me $10,000? Well, of course it can't. They can't just go around giving everybody $10,000. That's absurd.
Also, wealthy people don't get wealthy by giving their money away.
Yeah, no,
they
no.
get wealthy by keeping it. So like they're not like trying to do things like that. And listen, like anytime I'm in a circle like that, and not just not just Jackie, I love her so much, and she's so down to earth. But I've been around other wealthy people here and there, and kind of all over the United States, and like I'm constantly fascinated by like how they manage themselves. Like I've only seen a couple times Jackie really assert her authority.
Yeah.
And when I've seen it, I've been like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where she's like mad or like something she needed
Not
to
even
handle.
mad. Like
or...
they don't even get mad about things. Like there's nothing to get mad about. But I've seen it happen because I study human behavior, right? Like I love the way human beings operate, you know? So like watching it.
Do you do that just like animals? Like
yeah.
All
right. Like, but I find that people are infinitely less interesting than animals. But I do every now and then get a like a moment of clarity where I'm like, whoa, what is this? And how am I here? And how is this happening? And like, I know those people aren't as smart as me. And like, how is it that I can't afford this pair of boots, but like homegirl over there is going to wear them one time? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I always, like there's some social media clip I saw with Obama talking about human beings. And he was like, and he was talking about, like, I've been in a room with world leaders.
Yep.
And just like every room you've gone in as a human being, there's super smart people that you respect, and there's ignorant people and the people that you would think are not intelligent that are the world leaders. And and so it's like, there's no change in humans. It's just
all the same.
The situation they were in. And then I was confused of that.
Well,
when
and
I was a kid.
also like for the people that are like want to be or want to get close to wealthy people, like in these scenarios that I'm in, they're never going to come talk to me, right? Because I don't have anything of value to them.
Yeah.
So watching that whole dynamic is a really interesting thing too, right?
Do they ask you though? Like,
Huh?
do you get a lot of people that come up to you and are like, well, and what do you do?
They just assume you're a
get a lot-
celebrity of
yeah.
some sort.
Because you look like a celebrity.
Also, you know what's interesting, and going back to Phil Rollins, is the most interesting sociology experiment that I've ever been in with super famous people was when Phil Rollins invited us to his press box one time in Orlando City. And me and Daniel were there, and then Cedric the Entertainer
And George
Lopez was there, right?
Okay.
And then Phil Rollins introduced us to them.
Don, come over. I want to introduce you to something.
And then he's like, "Hey, meet these podcasters. Orlando and Florida's biggest podcasters." And this is years ago. And then Cedric the Entertainer and two A-list comedian stars.
Big Cedric the Entertainer, George Lopez,
And
the biggest of the big.
And immediately I was like, wow. And then they were shaking our hands like, hey, good to meet you. And I was like, wow, just by being introduced by someone
Right.
Like
that was on their level,
vouching for us.
they're vouching for us. All of a sudden, I'm meeting superstars, and they like the energy was all of a sudden we're on a similar level. Like,
Right.
They know we're not anywhere near
It
there.
doesn't matter though.
But
Wealthy people and
Yes.
successful
It's
people
weird.
are never going to hate on you, right? They're
Yeah.
going to be like, dang, remember we met those guys in Florida? They had the biggest podcast in Florida. Maybe we should hook up with them again next time we go down there. Like, that's how it all happens.
Yeah.
And if you
You
have
think-
somebody,
yeah.
if you have somebody to talk you up like that, let them. Like, I hear people say stuff about me sometimes at these parties, and they'll be like, oh, so you blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, yep. Like, I never deny it. Like, whatever they made up, that's what I'm going
that's
with.
what I did.
And the fact that you're there, and like the fact that we're in the press box means
Right.
that you got there. You made it past this barrier,
Right.
and now you're amongst it. So when you're at these parties, you're already like vetted, and now you're amongst what I found interesting too is like so now they're like all looking at you like, oh, you must be someone too. Because you couldn't be.
Do they ever
here
try
by
to
now.
guess what you do? Do you ever get any bad guesses about what you do?
Some people have tried to guess what I do. Mostly, I think probably in that circle, they probably think I'm some sort of weird artist, like from
Right.
far away.
Sure.
If they ask me, like always, I wear my tooth and I never take it off, even in the fanciest gown. So if they ask me about my tooth, then I can open up a conversation of what I do and stuff like
Beautiful.
that. But there have been times where I've been places where someone has been like, oh, you look really lovely. Can I take your picture? And just be like, no. And then be like, well, why not? Well, one, because I said so. But two, like, I don't need a photo here. Like, there's plenty of pretty people here. Take their photo.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then they want to dig deeper and be like, why don't you want your photo? Why can't I take a photo of you? No, because you don't need to.
Yeah, just leave me alone. I'm good. I'm here to soak it in and not be a part of it so much. Go do your job.
But it's easy to hide with a bunch of people that want to be seen, right? Like, it's really easy to hide. So I effectively feel like I'm a ghost, right?
Oh, I bet.
So I'm like moving, watching
I think you're handling it the
everything.
best way because being a part of it, I don't think there's anybody even listening to this in this room, whatever, that wouldn't want to be a part of it. You may not want to be singled out. So what you're doing of kind of like being in the environment, but like kind of navigating it from the shadows is awesome because you get the best of both worlds.
I'm a shadow op.
Yeah, man. It's the best way to do it because you get the benefit of the cool party and everything.
Right.
But, I don't know if it's kind of like what you said about Jim Carrey saying about people being rich and famous. What's the
What
thing?
did he say?
Oh, there's a quote where he's like, "I wish everybody was rich and famous so they could see it's not the answer to happiness or it's not."
Because I think what you have, you will look back on. Because I still think you haven't peaked yet. You got more to do.
This is my year. This is my 2026 is the year of the takeover.
I can see that.
I'm taking over everything.
Let's do it.
Well, what does
Take
that
us
mean?
with you. Take us with you. Last year, 2025 for him was putting it all on the table. Was that what you said? I'm putting it all on the line. No, all on the line.
And I lost.
He said all on the line was the quote. I'm putting it all on the line. Oh, he lost it so bad. It was real bad.
No, I
Savannah,
got fifth
worst he's ever done.
No.
You did. No, you did. You got
I got
fourth.
fifth.
You got fourth.
Oh, fourth.
You got
place or
fourth.
whatever. Anyway,
Fourth place.
So
I
okay.
got seventh. Not good. Not good.
I want.
Here's what it means. Takeover. My park's the #1 alligator and crocodile park in the world. Absolutely. My job and my conservation organization is going to be the #1 conservation in the world.
Gatorland Global.
And then me and my life, like I have some secret plans that I may or may not need your help on. That and what I'm moving forward to in like YouTube and like television industry sort of way is gonna be a takeover as well. So this is gonna be my year. I felt like I don't usually plan it like this, but I felt it ramping up at the end of last year. Right? And I was like, I wonder what's happening right now. And it's like, because if I didn't make a vision board and I didn't write it down and I didn't put pictures and I didn't hang it all over my house because my house looks like Memento. You guys have never been there. Like, there's not a wall space that there's not like, you're beautiful, don't listen to BS, like you're going to take over the world, blah, blah, blah. It's everywhere in my house to remind
everywhere?
me. Yeah,
that's what
everywhere.
crazy people do. I love it. Yeah, I love that. That's what crazy people do.
No, but there is some psychology behind. They tell you to do that.
Stinking thinking. No stinking thinking.
Yeah. And so your every wall is covered with motivation, affirmation, and that works for you?
Yeah, I have a mirror before I walk out my house, and if I look in the mirror to make sure I look okay for the day, there's positive motivation all over the mirror. Right? Like, I'm the best alligator and crocodile handler in the entire world. I save more alligators and crocodiles than anyone in the world. I am loved. I am blessed. I am powerful.
You may not know this. Did you know that 71% of the people that cover their mirrors in Post-it notes with affirmations blow their boss's head off?
Really?
That's a thing. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
No, well, I didn't use
I've always seen that in the movies, where the stressed out guy is trying to get his life together.
I didn't use Post-it notes.
Okay.
I write it on the mirror. I write it on the mirror.
No, I like that kind of stuff. I'm doing a lot of that. I make fun of a lot of that kind of stuff, but I believe in it too.
You have to do it.
I believe in it
works.
too. I'm reading a book right now. I did the Let Them Theory book. I read that one. Right now I'm reading It Takes What It Takes.
Okay.
By Bob Moab's son. I don't know if you remember the old guy. The reason I picked up this book is because my mom and dad knew of this like motivational guy in the 70s and 80s named Bob Moab. It's a very famous name. In fact, a lot of those you miss 100% of the shots, you don't take, those things. That's Bob Moab. And his son, Trevor, is the guy that works with all the NFL guys. He's Russell Wilson's guys.
What
He's
is that sound? I'm so sorry.
There are people upstairs. They have those videos
They're
where
renovating upstairs.
Oh, okay. I was going to say something funny.
Oh, sorry.
God damn it. I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine.
Sorry.
Because all I can do is look at your face and be like, is his beard touching it? What is that sound?
No, it's not. It's they're renovating up there. This
sorry.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on BDM
screwed
show.
up your joke.
No, it's not. I was actually going to say it's those videos. Do you know those videos where it's men and women fighting? Extreme fights on the spicy sites, on the adult sites.
I thought it was, you know how they do the girl workouts where they're on a bungee and they
bounce.
That's what I thought they were doing.
Have you seen those bouncing workouts?
Bungee bounce workouts.
They swing too.
They made fun of it on SNL.
Then it's low hanging fruit if they're getting to it. All
right, let's take another break. And then when we come back, I want to tell Savannah a story about Lake Eola Swans that Daniel experienced over the break.
Here we go.
No, I went out there. I'll tell you.
I have a question for Savannah about if there's ever been a conversation about the cameraman not filming her death, because I saw some video and I was like, man, if this happened, what would the cameraman do? And
you've touched death hundreds of times on camera. I'm sure.
So
it happened one day when we were out there. I know I'm supposed to talk about that. Like one day when the bucket was in the wrong place and the gator came around.
Where were you? You went.
We were on the beach and the bucket was there,
yeah.
and you're like, "Whoa!" And that thing came out, and it's like,
yeah. You have to be on your toes, but
you do.
So anyway, lots of questions.
The cameraman never dies.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's true. The name of the artist, Joyce Manor. We've played this particular person on the show multiple times because we love punk rock. After that, you're going to get some Isaac Martinez. The name of the song is I Know Where Mark Chin Lives. Standard punk rock. You'll love it. 1-844-TOMNDAN. We'll be right back.
That's the thing. You can get $20. I don't need $20. I need $2,000. Give it to me, Jackie Siegel. This is only a 1/4 to you. Anyway. So
I have $20 if you need $20.
I need $2,000.
Oh, well, I don't have that much.
What do you need $2,000 for?
Oh,
wait.
What do you need $2,000 for?
What, are you going to have a surgery?
No. It's going to be wasted.
Gambling?
Spoiling my kids, gambling.
Yeah.
There's lots of other wasting. And, I store my boat. That's waste.
My new thing to tell my wife now to put pressure on her is to tell her that I'm going to die before I can ever have a vacation cabin in the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Just like my father. Pushing that narrative. I'll die just like my dad at 66 without spending one night in it.
Yeah.
And I'm painting that lonely picture until she'll listen to me about trying to find a vacation house.
Now, not to go along with your wife, but
well, you guys are very similar, and you guys like to stomp out dreams.
Just
dream
Oh,
stompers.
no.
They're dream stompers.
Not a dream crusher.
Oh yeah, stompers. It's even worse than crushing it.
Just rent it. You don't have to own it.
I want to own it. I want to own it.
That's emotional.
I don't want to rent it.
There's no difference.
Yeah, there's a total difference. Owning something is you own it. Renting it is you rent it. That's the difference.
Yeah. But you're gonna have to rent it out, so there are gonna be strangers staying in it anyway. So it's essentially you're renting. It's the same.
No, that's renting to people. There's a difference.
But what you're only using it to 2 weeks.
Let me ask you a more serious question. Do I bring my cowboy hat? I'm seeing Chris Stapleton tomorrow night. We're taking the Bright Line from, I guess, Winter Park. Is that where you take it? Or no, you take it out by the airport. So we're getting on the Bright Line.
Multiple places, I think.
At the airport, and we're taking the Bright Line to Hollywood.
But you
Florida.
can take Sunrail to the airport and then take the Bright Line down.
Yeah, but my wife won't let me do that. No. We're leaving from the airport. We're driving to the airport. I wish I could take the Sunrail and I want to go just from my house. Like I want somebody to load me in a car like a baby.
Actually, the Sunrail doesn't go to the airport. Something does though from here, right?
Well,
cars do.
Yeah, cars. Yeah, so I'll be driving there. Then I'm taking the Sunrail down. I'm watching Chris Stapleton Saturday night, and then we're staying at that hotel. Then we're at the venue, which is a stinger. That is
the Hard Rock.
What's a stinger?
It's
expensive?
Yeah, expensive. Very expensive.
For whatever reason, I was looking for Crystal's birthday when I forgot she went down to see a concert at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah,
and I was gonna get her a room at the Hard Rock Casino Hotel. And
because our venue's
$1,000
$1,000
a night, and I was like,
yeah.
God damn,
yeah, it's expensive.
And I was like, there's got to be like a $500 room
right
here, and then it was like no room was under $1,000.
What?
And,
the
they're
hell?
all built-in price.
And then I was like,
this
is a casino. Like I thought casino rooms
Yeah,
were
like you
cheap.
should be able to get a $50 room and then gamble all your money away.
Yeah, Andrea
not in
checking
Hollywood,
in.
Florida.
She says, I'm driving Daniel to the Bright Line. Then the Bright Line is taking us to Fort Lauderdale. Then an Uber is taking us to the Guitar Hotel, so Daniel has to do nothing. That's what she
Wait,
said.
you're going down there. You're going down south.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know why.
So what kind of Bright Line ride are you getting? Like, because there's
I made her
upgrades.
I made her upgrade because she's so cheap. But I was like, I gotta have I want the food.
Yeah,
I gotta have
the food and the Wi-Fi.
I want to have some beef stroganoff while I'm going down the train.
And
training. Old people eat on the train, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat on the train.
I wanted to take the Bright Line to Miami because I have to go to Miami a lot.
Yeah.
Until I found out to upgrade, right,
It's
and get
so
Wi-Fi
expensive.
and food. And for timing purposes, it's going to, like, I could get a flight to Miami
It's expensive.
for the exact same price.
Yeah, it's expensive. And I remember, like, when people are like, take the train to Miami, and then you find out how much it costs, it's like, I'll just drive there.
It's slow, too. Yeah. You can get there a lot faster if you just drive yourself.
Yeah. And then I won't need a car down there. But the whole point is you could chill while you take the train.
We're kind of doing it as an adventure.
Yeah.
She upgraded it so we get the free drinks.
Yeah, that'll
and the
be
food.
fun. Send me pictures when you're going on it, because I want to ride the Bright Line too, but I've been scared too.
I'll let you know. I mean, it should be fun. I'm excited to do it. And then seeing Chris
I don't want to
Stapleton.
be in a train mystery.
I know, right? But it does. It is cool that you're on a train, right? Because, like, how many trains do I ride? Like, the answer is, have I been on a train? Yeah, absolutely. Most people have been on a train, but I don't think I've been on a train. Well, I went on a train in Georgia, but that was a scenic, like, old historical train.
Yeah.
I don't count that. When's the last time I've been on a train for travel? Since I was a child? Since I was, like, maybe 10, 11, Tommy's age?
Yeah. It's not
Going on
very
the old,
common here.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool to go on a train. Also, I'm seeing Chris Stapleton. What's good about Chris is I don't think he's much of a talker. Like, he's a very shy guy. Like, he doesn't, like, even on Saturday Night Live, I thought he did a good job. I think most people would admit that why did they have him in any sketches or anything? The guy does not like to talk. He likes playing guitar and singing. Right?
Yeah.
Which is that's the best part of this, the fact that he ain't going to do any small talk. He ain't going to do any, like, hey, did you hear see this on the news? And he's just literally going to start playing music and play until he stops.
That's so good.
Oh, I love that. I can't wait to see him. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, thank you. The chat room said there's no monologue. He gets heat online for not talking between songs. People are like, come on, man. What the hell? Act like yourself. He's like,
something.
I'm the exact opposite. Start playing songs and finish with a song. I don't need you to say hello Hollywood, hello Orlando, hello Fort Lauderdale.
Well, that's how it's personalized.
No, I don't need that. I need the music.
It's
is
like he didn't
personalized.
do this in Minneapolis because he said the name of my state.
Yeah. But do I bring my cowboy hat? See,
Yes,
I
yes,
voted
yes,
no.
yes,
I voted
yes.
no on cowboy hat.
Yes.
A couple
Why
things.
would you not?
Couple things here because I don't want to block anybody's view.
Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Also, I'm little, so I don't want to be little Billy Barty wears his cowboy hat. Hey, everybody, look, it's little Jimmy Dickens from the Grand Ole Opry.
How many opportunities do you have to wear your cowboy hat in a month?
I wear it every Sunday for Cowboy Hat Sundays. And I've worn it to Gatorland, I think, one time.
You need to wear your hat.
That's the only time I wear. There's very few places to wear my hat.
Be about it. Wear your hat.
Yeah, I figured you would say that.
Wear it on the Bright Line.
Yeah.
Wear it
Oh,
everywhere.
wear it on the Bright Line.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
See,
what do you think, Tom? I figured you'd be the.
I only care, and I live my entire life around what other people think. And it's the best way to live. Yes, it's the best way to live.
Tell her how you live your life, and I want to see your opinion on how he lives his life.
Because if you live your life around what other people think, you'll at least get the best hive mind, statistical, average of what everybody else thinks about you compared to what you think about yourself.
Right.
What you think about yourself is probably wrong because it's one person's opinion. If 10
Right.
people around you think something about you, then their opinion is more likely to be right.
No.
Based on the high
You're
five.
getting
It's like
heat.
gambling.
You're getting heat from Orlando's greatest influencer.
No.
One,
All right.
Like
Social media.
that's how gambling
cares?
works.
Why is it that you care 1 second what those 10 people around you think?
Because the culmination of those 10 people's opinion is more likely to be right than my opinion.
No, because no one. No, I'm so mad at you right now. For
Oh
even
wow, you
saying
made her
that.
mad. Why are you making her guess mad?
I love making people mad. And by the way, my wife gets mad when I say this.
His
My
wife
kids
gets so
get
mad about this. Yeah,
I can't say it anywhere
And
else
now
but
he's
here.
made you mad.
I don't think I've ever been mad on the show.
But it has to
We
be
try
right.
not to make you mad. We like to make
First
you
of
happy.
all, what people think of you is none of your business. It is none of your
Oh,
business.
I like that one. I've heard that one. That's
Yeah.
in the book I'm
The
reading.
four agreement. The four agreements.
Yeah, they
So,
say that's none of your business. You get out of that. That's not
what
your business.
anybody thinks of you has nothing to do with you. It only has to do with their ideology,
Yeah.
however you say that word, their idea of what you should be that fits into their paradigm. It doesn't have anything to do with you.
Yep. Well, it
Yep.
does.
It does.
And this is coming from I am a world class hater, right? I
Yeah.
am a world class hater.
Well, you used to be like you openly hating me and you had some good hate sessions. We
Yeah.
can hate some stuff up good.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
still will. As a matter of fact, if I did a podcast, it would be like openly hating on everything.
Yeah.
Every single thing.
But you don't do that?
But no one cares. No one cares what I think, and why you care what anyone else thinks is beyond me. Like, I was just, based on our conversation in the break, just going to be like, I was just thinking, wow, he's really smart, and he's got a good business mind. And I really should talk to him about this more, and I should try to figure out a time that we could go.
Oh, yeah, I care about that. Yeah.
And
That's what I want him to think.
and now I think, this bitch.
Oh, you got a this bitch? Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm just
I
having
may
a
have to change the name
conversation
of the
with
show down to
friends.
this bitch.
I can't tell you anything now. I told you my secrets.
Now the trust
and
is
now you're
broken?
judging me.
Is the trust broken?
I thought this was a closed, safe
Hive
environment.
mind is the worst thing ever.
Here's how I know I'm right. Is because
my
every
God.
once in a while I'll see this like douchebag acting like a dicky douchebag, and then
Dicky douchebag.
and then this guy will be an arrogant dicky douchebag who's a piece of shit, and then I'm like, this guy thinks he's awesome, and everybody around him and everybody I know that knows him is like, this guy's a dicky douchebag, and I'm like, well, everybody else is right. This
Okay,
guy's
But
wrong.
isn't that an extreme
Yes.
of what you're saying?
Okay,
I
so
live in
it's
extremes.
audacity, right?
Billy
Like,
Joel. So you have to say Billy Joel. I go to extremes, Billy Joel.
The people that are at the top of everything, the top of the echelon, the top of the world, like they didn't get to where they are by caring what anyone else thinks.
Well, that's why I'm in the bottom.
I was just waiting for him to scream it. I couldn't get the camera on him fast enough.
So
I couldn't get the camera on you fast enough.
Let it be the year of the takeover for you
Yeah.
too.
What would your takeover look like? We've been inspired by Savannah's takeover, and then we can do some voicemails and.
I have very low self-esteem with just like Daniel.
But you look good, man.
How? You've built an empire. You guys collectively have built an empire all on your own.
Yeah, but
why
It's
the F
all
do you-
made of dirt, Johnny
Okay, I will
Cash.
tell you something serious. I'll go from funny to something serious that I know is in your world. Hold on, you'll get this. You'll get this. Our self-talk collectively of how we talk about like where we want to go with things, what we're going to do with things, that sort of stuff, collectively, and most higher level people that are accomplishing things at the highest level say that you should never let that stuff be, and we're very negative.
No, yeah,
And we
but
lay
it's funny.
in that.
Yeah, but it's
But we say it's like we cloak it in humor, but there is some truth to, regardless of whether you think it's funny, whether it's rooted in jest or not, if you are projecting that all of the time, it becomes a reality. It does.
Well, it's
Worker
it's
bees
funny.
never move up in the hive. They don't. They stay worker bees. And you know why? Because they're hive mind. You don't want to be the hive mind. What if you want to be the queen bee?
well,
King. He wants to be the king.
I care what the worker bees think because if they take over,
They're like, he looks like a douchebag dicky douchebag with a hat on. Take your hat off, you dicky douchebag.
I need to know what all the worker bees think of me.
Why? Why do you care? Look,
they're right.
I fall victim to it all the time, right? Like I do. It's like someone will say one thing, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, the sky is falling," and then I have to stop myself and be like, let me go look at this person and see who they are and what they're doing. Their life is trash. They're garbage people, and I'm not that. They're peasants.
Yeah.
Why are you concerned about peasants' opinion of you?
Oh, it was the peasants are the one that pay the taxes.
Yeah, 195. There's 195 peasants there. Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not
joking.
saying the people that listen to this are peasants. I'm saying if you're wearing your cowboy hat and you're on the bright line and you got the upgrade, like you're in a position of power. Who cares what they think about you with your hat
Okay,
on?
I'm wearing my hat now. You can
Wear it
I
and
am.
take a picture and send it
I
to
will,
me.
and I'll send it from the bright line.
Yeah.
Do it.
And you know what I think? I'm on the train. I'm like, this guy's a poser. He's just wearing a cowboy hat because he's going down to see
I
a
got
country
boots
artist.
too. I'm gonna be a full poser.
Do it.
Yeah, he's just wearing this because he's going to a country concert. And he's just he's not a cowboy.
Yeah, look how small he is.
I'm like,
He
who
can't
else
even-
thinks that? And they raise their hands. I'm like, we're right.
Get it!
Tear
Tear his clothes off and throw him on the truck.
What kind of crazy cult scenario are you throwing on the table right now?
He wants the train to revolt because I have my hat on. They're like, kill the boy with the hat on.
All right.
He's not a boy. He's a little fat man.
So back to Lake Eola Swans.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh man, this is bad.
Okay.
So this is also it has to do with the local story, but also what Daniel told me before the show started is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Well, okay. So all right. So
First of all, let me preface this with I'm not a bird person.
Yeah.
No,
But,
I know.
But, but I mean, like obviously you care about animals. You
Yeah,
don't want
I
to see
do.
any animals, especially ones that we've actually brought in to sort of represent our city or be like a sort of a focal point for Orlando. So in case you don't know, if you're out of town or whatever, I think it's been up to 19 bird deaths. Not all swans. I think there are 12 swans. I think I'm right on that number. 12 swans did pass away, but then they've had other birds that have passed away, and they are assuming at this point that it is the avian flu.
Right.
Like a form of bird flu. Now, let's rewind a little bit. Lake Eola has these cool lights that have been they have a walking path all around the lake
Right.
and around the fountain. And then every year they've been upgrading the lights. You know, they get a big sponsor to come in, like Advent Health or somebody will come in, sponsor the lights, and they'll build out these big Christmas installations of like a train or like a winter wonderland. Oh, it's Elsa's castle. Oh,
As you walk around the lake and
as
look
you
at
walk
Christmas
around the
lights
lake and look at it. So my kid loves it. My wife wants to go out there. I thought I had literally the bomb-ass best dad. This is where Don's going to think I'm crazy. But I had the best dad idea. Going down there at night is crazy, not only because Lake Eola, not the most savory place, and there's a ton of crack bombs down there that are just like wild, but it just gets really busy down there. People are jogging, and then all the families that want to go down there to take photos, it just gets slammed. It's just nut to butt. It's too many people. So I would drive around there in the mornings when we were off, and I'd have a coffee, and me and my dog, Dancer, we'd driving around downtown, and I'd swing around there, and it'd be early because I have to get up like 5:45 or 5:30. I just have to get up. This is when I get up, so that's why I work out in the morning. So me and Dancer are riding around. I look, and I see that all the lights for this installation around Lake Eola are on right around, like they must be on all night. And I'm like, oh,
they're not on a timer that goes off at midnight.
They are, but it goes off at like 10 a.m., which I'm like, well, that's a waste of money. But okay, hey, that's a government. That's what they do. So
they're all LEDs. There's a
it's little. So I'm looking at it as I'm driving around there. I'm like, oh, light bulb goes off. I'm like, this is when I'm going to take my kid to go around all of the lights. I'm going to wake my kid up early. Because she likes getting up early. She does. I'm lucky. I got a weirdo. And I can get her up at 5:30, tell her we're going to hit the lights with no people. She'll be ecstatic. We'll head down there as a family, get all of our photos before anybody's there. Nobody's around. We'll have everything to ourselves. It worked perfectly.
Except the people that live there.
Well, also, like, I've never heard in my entire life someone waking up while it's still dark in the morning.
That's how you do it.
And then going around and looking at Christmas lights.
That's why it's a brilliant idea. You can go when everybody's doing it, or you can go when no one is there and have it all to yourself at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So we get up, Maisie. It's chat room's calling me Sunrise Danny. So Sunrise Danny and family, we get up. Maisie's pumped, like she's all in for my dumb adventures. So we head down there. This is on, I believe it was the 22nd of December.
Okay.
And we're walking around, and Maisie, and I didn't find this out until way later. We're taking photos of everything. We did see the swans when we were there. Most of them were sleeping when we were walking around the thing. We find out later, after looking and cross-referencing the same photos that Andrea and I did it again this morning. Excuse me, correction. December 23rd is when we were out there. I looked at photos that Andrea took of Maisie with swans in the background. I looked at photos from the Orlando Sentinel of dead swans, and the same swans that are on the Sentinel front page are the same swans that were dead in the photos of Maisie posing with all of the lights.
Did you get them framed?
So my daughter is posing with all of the dead swans.
And you thought they were sleeping.
And I thought they were sleeping. I was making the family be very quiet. That's why I'm talking. I'm setting this. This is the tone. I was like, hey, knock it off. There's a swan over there. And they're mean ass little, they'll get you. And I'm telling this, I'm like, that one over there, and she's getting real close. I'm like, it's sleeping. Don't get closer. It's sleeping. Also, we could get the avian flu, right? Like, I shouldn't have been stomping around in the duck shit. I was. I'm all in the swan shit. The whole family. We're stomping all through.
No.
And they're all, we saw them all dead. I got photos for days of dead swans that we thought were, it's sad. But we didn't know, because when they died, they kind of curl up, no different than you'd heard stories of like dogs that would go off into the woods
Yeah,
and
yeah,
die.
yeah.
And when you find them, they look like they're sleeping because they
Yeah.
curl up and then they die because they're sick. Swans, no different. You know, they will curl up and lay. They're very limber, and they can lay their bird neck backwards, like pointing towards their ass, and lay it gently like they're sleeping. They were not sleeping. They had passed away. It was really, I did not know it
I
until
remember
later.
seeing the story when
I
it
told
came
you
out.
about it, and I didn't know. I told him that we went down there and saw the swans before I even knew that they were all dead. I didn't even know.
Man.
We just thought they were sleeping. It's super duper sad. But that's how the dentists roll. Early bird gets a dead swan, I guess. That's what happens.
So Savannah,
sad.
back to the cameraman always films. On your Instagram, I saw a video of you standing on some rocks, and then you're feeding what looks like 30 gators
Right.
In a pond, and they're all coming up for food. And you're standing, and like a lot of your videos, you're dressed. Either nicely
Provocatively.
elaborate you could have tripped on
Could have.
your dress, or you could have slipped off this rock, and you're standing on the edge of a rock, and if you fell into these gators,
Oh, that's a faces of death scenario.
okay, I mean they are all and they're wanting to food.
They're
and
they're snap crazy.
and you know what you're doing, and you've been doing this for a long time. So obviously, you probably didn't even think about you were in danger. But as I'm watching this, and the guy filming is on the other side of the pond, and then I thought like,
He's in England.
do you ever have a conversation with the cameraman about if something happens? Do you immediately not film so it's not on camera, or it's not? There's no evidence of it, or
No, I say keep filming.
It's
No
just
matter
like-
what happens, keep filming. Don't stop it.
Hey, have you really
That's
said that to
eerie,
him?
man.
Every time.
Okay, and knowing that you could potentially film a gruesome death or some gruesome thing that happens to you.
I mean, I always I have these photos in my archives that are like, here's the photo you use for when they run the story of my death. Like I have photos picked out. I should send them to you guys in case anything ever happens, because I don't want them to pick some dumb photo where I'm like, man.
They'll also lie. They'll be like, well, here are the photos she set up for her. No, we're running this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need some advocates to know which photos you actually select.
Have you seen that social media trend where they're like, you never know what photo that they're gonna use for your memorial service? Like you never you never think of the photo that they're gonna use, and like they have like the time they took the picture,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they use that photo for the person's headshot in their memorial
Yeah.
service, and that's a thing.
I'm
Like,
using your Joe Coy photo. We had a picture with comedian Joe Coy, and this guy had like literally his hair looks like a dickhead. Like he looks like a dickhead haircut. It's the worst thing you'll ever see. It's in our bathroom. I'll show you.
Oh, fat stooge.
Red. You were fat and red, and his head had a point on it. He had the haircut of a Sasquatch.
Oh my
You know,
God.
Sasquatch has just like wild hair.
So
I think they just say like, well, she died doing what she loved and
Yeah.
what she cared about. Like that's how I see it play out.
Okay, and so you're not worried about the actual video making the rounds of or getting out there?
No.
You know,
I
there
don't-
was.
I'll be dead. Who cares if I go viral?
I remember when, and you probably know more about this than I do, and this could be all fake. I thought that and God bless him, when Steve Irwin passed, that there were people that said, oh yeah, there's video. We have, because there was a crew shooting it, and they're like, oh yeah, we have it all. But it's gone. It'll never see the light of day. And I
No.
remember thinking, because that isn't where we are now, right, in internet land. We're way further down the tracks now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking at that time, that's impossible. There's no way they'll ever keep that hidden. I remember thinking as a young man, I'm like, that'll come out. I don't think it ever did. I don't think that, true to their word.
I've never seen anything or heard of anyone that has that video.
See, I think that's good.
Yeah,
right?
I do too. Like we see too much, man.
do.
Like the
We
world
have.
doesn't need to see all the things we see all the time.
Agreed.
Our brains don't need to see it.
No.
I'm
We're
trying
not
to-
made for it.
Trying to explain that to my sons about like why they should get off the screens, and I'm like, our brains are meant to be this stimulated at all times. Like,
But like imagine like kids your kids' age, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they do when they're not on screens. I know Daniel's daughter dances, but like Like, what's happening to their little brains from looking at those screens all the time?
No,
I think it's yeah. I would imagine.
yeah. Like
I need that one. That's better
better
than the first one we cut for me to frame you as being.
I always think of the Clockwork Orange holding your eyeballs open, exposing
ultraviolence,
exposing yourself to a bunch of little clips of things that is like, God, that's what we're doing to our brains.
But even worse, we're volunteering to watch it.
Yeah, no, I know.
I do it all the time, and I get so mad at myself.
Yeah,
my god!
But you must have the weirdest relationship out of any of us with it because you're succeeding in it, but also see the negativity in it.
Oh yeah. Like, I love it, and I hate it
because you do it at the
same
highest level.
time.
Like, you were just talking to us, and we can pull the curtain back a little bit about, like, our videos. What can we do to make them better? What can we do? Because our content's good, but maybe it's not presented or framed correctly, or maybe the things we're putting out there aren't emotional enough or don't have a good enough hook or a question or whatever. So you play the game, but how do you make sure you don't get poisoned by it?
You know, I think I am right now poisoned by it. Like, I've been having a hard time lately. Like, I just got really angry with Instagram, and like, so we have this big crocodile named Dundee, and we fed him a whole pig.
I saw this.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's water. Is that the guy chomping the watermelon videos when you rolled it?
Yeah, same one.
That's the coolest. Those videos, I could watch you rolling watermelons to that dude and him one bite. Just destroying them all day long.
But there's another video of him eating a whole pig, right? Like a whole pig we gave him for New Year's. And
Did this pig have a cowboy hat on?
The video is amazing. But Instagram hates Dundee's face. Since the very day I worked at Gatorland, Instagram has hated his face. I don't know why. I don't know what it's about, but I know that it's his face specifically. And I've even done posts of a picture of him and been like, let me know if you see this in the comments, because I'm interested to know why Instagram hates Dundee's face. And even they won't share that. Like, it's every time. Only that crocodile. Any other ones, they don't have the same problem with.
Now, when you say...
Because algorithms are crazy. All social media is the video game for people who think they're grown-ups, right? Like, we're fighting a machine, just like if you're in battle in, like, Fortnite or something like that. We're fighting a machine that we can't see.
I like this analogy.
And we're trying to beat the machine, but with no information. At least Fortnite gives you some information. Like, we don't have any information about how social media works other than what we can deep dive. And you can chase an algorithm, or you can just say, screw it, which is what I've done.
So you have to extrapolate your own trends and look at those.
I'm so angry with it, right? And you can be a consumer, right? Well, watching. Or you can be a creator and an innovator. But they fixed it so that, like, if you're a creator and you want to create something different, they're not gonna share that with the video of Dundee. And I will tell you, after 24 hours, they had shared it with 3,000 people. 3,000 people. Now that's on 2 different accounts with about 1 million people following it on both accounts, and it only has like 200 likes. How is that possible? Other than they're hiding it. Like, they're absolutely hiding it. So what I did was I took the whole week off of Instagram for me and for Gatorland. I put all of our content on TikTok. All of it, every single day, pumping through the TikTok. And then yesterday, I shared every TikTok that I had done with the TikTok logo, back to Instagram. So now, not only am I not giving you my content, I'm letting you know that here's where I'm going, right? So this morning, I put up one video on Instagram, and it's getting all the likes in the world. Already been shared like 60,000 times, like all of it. It's a game that I don't want to play. Like, I don't even play video games. I don't want to play this video game of real life.
Yeah.
Okay, because it sounds to someone that's outside of this world, even though I should be in this world a little bit, but like, when you're telling me this, my first instinct is to be like, no way that you're crazy. Like, you're being paranoid.
Yeah. Like the shadow banning or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
Yeah. But there's so many content creators who have told me, oh yeah, this is happening, that I'm like, like, I'm trusting all these people that are in this world now, because at first it sounds cockamamie, like it's a conspiracy theory, but it can't be everybody I know telling me this is a game that's played.
It is.
But I'm like, isn't it just a bot, or like the algorithm? First of all, we all say algorithm. No one even knows what that means.
Right.
I don't even know what an algorithm really is.
It's like digital codes for how the machine we're putting our content into. So it's a digital code for what the machine is going to do with what we put into it. right?
Yeah.
So on TikTok, I am runs away from alligators, right? Any video I put up where I'm not running away from an alligator, because that's what TikTok deemed me in the beginning, runs from alligators. If I put any video up that's not me running from alligators, it'll do like 200, 300, 500, maybe something like that views. If I'm running from an alligator, it'll get up in the millions.
Just from running from an alligator.
Yeah.
Because that's what it wants.
That's what it decided I am. That's what it decided gets the best views for them.
You have to deliver what it's specifically asking for.
Right, but
in
how
order
do you
to
know?
get, you have to work.
you say-
have to grind, and that's what you're doing. You have to look at it, analyze it,
But now I'm angry with it, and I don't want to do it.
Because it's exhausting, and you've been doing it for how long?
And I have better things to do than try to figure out Instagram's algorithm.
Also, is your frustration rooted in the fact that they move the goalpost of the algorithm all the time?
Yeah, they
Like,
move
once
it all
you
the
get
time.
it
Like,
figured out.
You could do a deep dive masterclass on it this month, and by next month it's going to be different.
Yeah. That's what happens to our buddy SJ, who's in
software
the
is
chat
always
room right now.
changing.
He does our videos on YouTube, and he has had figured out, like, oh, we'll get the most visibility using this. And then they'll go and they'll like, hey, we're changing everything. This is all out the window. So none of what he does is even applicable now.
What's fascinating to me is we're living in a world now where, pre-internet and social media, like there were production companies and studios and the people that were in charge of entertainment, and you couldn't get on entertainment unless you went through their world, right? Which created a lot of monsters, but that was there was a path, and here's the path to getting onto a movie or becoming a celebrity,
Right.
And then now we have an infinite amount of paths, and then there's a lot of social media paths. But the path you take to become a celebrity or like to get a bunch of notoriety is insanely complicated, and then basically the person that is the gatekeepers of this path is some sort of software algorithm machine that you have to figure out how it wants you to present your stuff. And it's no longer like you had a damn good chance even in the old path if like talent wins over everything.
Not anymore.
Because like the more talented you are, at least you probably have a better chance than a non-talented person to get in front of the right people for them to let you on TV.
Yeah,
or
that's
like,
not the case now.
And now it's like if you give it what it wants, which may not even be what you want to present or whatever, because they're deeming you as like, hey, we labeled you as runs from alligators, and unless you give that to me, I'm not going to show all your other videos.
It's almost like making an offering, and this is the part I hate.
Weird.
I hate that it feels like, and I don't know if you get this, but you're a creative, so maybe you do. This whole like, it feels very much like hold on, this will make it sound better. Give me the offering I request in order to use this. You must give me what I want.
But I'm not going to tell you what I want.
Yeah.
But you give me what I want, right? And I might give you a bonus. Like as I'm telling you, like, why do you care what anyone thinks? Like, I care what people think online, and I don't even know them. Why do I care what they think, right? So I've decided this year I'm just throwing everything at the wall. And if y'all like it, good. And if you don't, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just really can't waste my energy on it anymore. But there are other things like, so the way that these companies make money is they keep you on the platform, right? So if I let all my Instagram followers know through my stories that I'm posting stuff on TikTok, guess what my people do? They go to TikTok. Well, Instagram's not going to let that happen. So if they see that TikTok logo on my Instagram, they're like, oh, this bitch, start sharing her stuff again.
And when you say they, it's just the software,
machine.
the algorithm.
I say they, but it's a machine.
Yeah. And that's what I think people that are not in this world, they immediately think conspiracy theory is because they're like, no human beings are watching this. But it's like the software is what's controlling it. The algorithm, the software.
No different than people arguing with bots about like politics online. I mean,
there are no humans anymore.
A lot of it, I've seen it too. Like I've actually seen friends of mine that are going in on people, and I'm like, I don't think you're talking to anyone right now.
And it's almost worse when there's no humans, because if there was humans, at least there was someone you could reason with.
Yeah.
right. Like
humans, just like Savannah's saying, humans get what? Exhausted. Humans get frustrated. She's tired of this. She can't do it anymore. Well, of course you can't.
I put out a
You're
YouTube
fighting
video.
against a machine.
Yeah, I put out a YouTube video, that is the equivalent of anything you could see on National Geographic. Long form, 30-minute video, all action.
Yeah.
Every piece and part of it was put together in the exact perfect way, right? 30-minute video. Put it up on YouTube for the new year, right? 3 days after New Year's, everybody should be getting back to whatever they're doing. It only got like maybe 2,000 views in over 48 hours, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, what the hell? Like, this video is so good. So I got our videographer to go back in, reformat the thumbnail, right? Because the thumbnail is more important than your even video.
Yeah, that's what
So
Mr. Beast taught everybody at the beginning.
Reformatted that. Now it has about 13,000 views in about 6 days because it has a new thumbnail and they like that better. And so now they're pushing it out to their people. But I can show you, like, from the minute I put it up, it was tanking. I changed the thumbnail and you can see the analytics go straight back up.
So all about how it's presented. I mean,
And then if you're an old timer, then that's frustrating because you're like, well, the content's still the fucking thing.
Exactly.
What do you mean thumbnail? And that's where you get
Exactly.
your rub. Yeah, that's where
It's
guys
the
like me are
same.
like, well, dude, what does the thumbnail even matter? What the thumbnail does
Yeah.
matter.
It matters more than the video.
yeah.
The thumbnail, the picture that's on the front matters more than the video itself.
Yeah,
Want a fun statistic that'll rattle your bones? This is from SJ, our guy. Big fan of yours. He says, hey, very sad YouTube statistic right now. For every 100 human videos, there are 332,000 AI videos.
Wow.
That's how fast it's.
Yeah, that's the ratio right now. That's how quickly
Who is
people
this
are.
guy?
I'll
He helps
introduce
us
you
with
to
our
him.
YouTube.
He's our buddy.
Oh, can I be friends with him too? Tell him
Absolutely.
to message
Yeah,
me.
he's a good old St. Cloud. He's our IT hillbilly, and we love him, and he's just a good dude, and he's a smart man with a long beard and long hair. And
Let's
we
end
love
with
him.
this real quick because it has to do with animals and technology.
Oh, good.
Do it.
So I've seen the most tricked I've seen people get with AI videos is the animal videos.
Oh, they got
Yeah.
me. The puppies doing stuff got me the other day. It was like West Island Terriers doing stuff, and it looks real now.
Yeah.
And even I talked to my father-in-law when I was down there the last time I saw him. It was a month ago, but he was talking about an AI video of a bear that was chasing after a cat, and it looked like it was taken for someone's Ring doorbell. And this has become popular where there's like some animal interaction with a person. A deer will break through a window and like all this stuff. And I see it on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
And
It's not just that gorilla wearing a bucket hat talking about different areas of Orlando.
No. Like these are, it's presented to you as
Real.
This was taken from a Ring doorbell or
Right.
someone's security camera,
Yeah.
and this is a caught on tape animal encounter video.
Yeah.
But and then they've almost fooled me where I'm like, whoa, this is crazy.
They fool me too sometimes.
And then I think to myself, I'm like, weird. I've never seen a deer or a bear act this way. Like, and that's what the first thing. And then I'll look through the comments because usually you tell if a video is AI through the comments. Like the most popular comment will be AI
It's
or
usually
whatever.
singled out.
And then the animal videos, and then I dug deeper, and then apparently the animal AI videos can fool the most amount of people for whatever reason. Like the human AI videos, they haven't gotten good enough.
We see more humans than we do animals.
And then people are like, they're like, whoa, this is crazy. They're trained to almost see animal encounter like caught on tape videos and then believe them because they've been presented to them like this. And then it's like, and I'm like, this is bad marketing for a lot
it
and
is. Yeah, you're right.
Because it's showing you that a bear can rush and accidentally attack you while chasing after a cat in a suburb of the United States, which that is insanely unlikely,
super rare.
almost to the point of getting struck by lightning. And now it's presented to us like, oh, this is happening all the time because I'm seeing a lot of them. And I'm like, man, this is horrible marketing for animals. And I wonder if this is going to cause some sort of bad feeling down the road.
It's not happening to you because it is actively making me, and this could be the age gap in us, it is making me watch less videos because I know they're all AI.
Well, and Vine, remember Vine?
I
Yeah.
do.
So
Yeah, I was
Vine
on
is
there.
about to come back, and they're going to be Revine, and Revine is not allowing any AI at all.
Oh, there you
Anything
go.
that's AI cannot be on Revine. So as soon as they launch, like I'm all about being on Revine. But also the only, I'm just gonna. This is my tidbit on the way out. The only one that's an AI that's good is Jaw Monkey.
Hold on, what's John Monkey? Okay,
Jaw Monkey is a monkey from Jamaica.
All right, I already like it.
He goes on. Also, there are no monkeys in Jamaica. He goes on all.
Really?
Yeah. He goes on all these adventures with a donkey named Ja Donkey, and then at the end of every one, he's like, "Keep it illegal, me people." Like, it usually starts with a big "Bomba clot, Ja Monkey, ice come for Ja Monkey."
Oh, yeah, I see him. I see him here.
Ja Monkey is the best.
Hold on, let me
If
find.
you're gonna watch one, watch him.
Let me get some
He's
Ja
funny
Monkey
as
for
hell.
you. Here. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's so
But
cute.
usually,
All right.
but usually he has on a Rasta cap.
Oh, really? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Is this?
There he is. There
Okay,
he
there
is.
he is.
FBI come for Ja Monkey.
FBI come for Ja
Okay,
Monkey. Hold on.
Bomba clot.
We are now
turn this up
we're gonna end the show
with
some
Ja Monkey.
with that Savannah
And
likes to watch.
if you don't know what bumbleclot means, you should look it up. It is patois for a word that you guys probably use on your show.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Bumbleclad.
Bumbleclot!
Big stink out pussy.
Is that what
I don't know. Here, okay, here we go.
Okay, that's what I thought you were.
FBI come for Jaw Monkey. Me fuck. Shit, my people. They found my hard drive. If my baby mama snitches, I'm leaking the tape. They got me, people. This is it. Pray they now give me Diddy lawyer. Me got a trick up my wing. Jaw freer than OJ. Stay illegal, my people.
Ja, free on OJ. I love that. Oh, that's hilarious.
The best.
We'll end with this.
Yeah.
I've spent 20.
I need a monkey.
I spent 20 years of my life broadcasting. Almost, I mean, hours a day, Monday through Friday for 20 years,
Yeah.
nonstop.
Five a day.
When with that much training, I will never have a video as big as Bumbleclot Monkey.
Check this Ja Monkey.
Okay, whatever.
Isn't that so sad?
And then
It
it's just a bunch of nonsense. And then that has better content than anything I'll ever create in a lifetime of
Why
creating
doesn't
content.
that show us that it both has value and has no value? Like the egg.
Yeah.
Remember the Instagram egg? It was just a picture of an egg.
Oh, yeah.
And they wanted it to beat the Kardashians, so they put the picture of the egg up there.
Every day.
And then it got like 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't that, and why doesn't it, though? So the question to me, even as an emotional person that goes to therapy and everything, I would ask my therapist, like, why doesn't that? Like, the human race should look at that and go like, yes, it has value, but to a point. Not enough for us to flush our entire intelligence and lives down the toilet, you know?
Right.
Why do we weight it so heavily? Why? Is fame that powerful? Is being liked that powerful? Is being loved that powerful? What is it? What is the thing that makes it that powerful? Because we know that it's fake. We know it. We know that it's not real. We know that it's not authentic. We know it's not human, but still we're driven by it.
It's how you get, like, you're just scrolling through videos. Everybody is. And then all of a sudden you're stopping on there. You're like, haha. And then you keep scrolling. But you stopping and looking at it, it counts as views.
Yeah.
And then so just little nonsense can get, but what's the value of that? Like sometimes
Trash. It's trash.
It
know.
is. There's a digital trash element,
Yeah.
which me and Daniel have been talking about for years. Or so it's like we're
Digital
accumulating
garbage.
infinite amount of just digital trash. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, we are contributing to it just from all the shows we pump on the internet and put up there. It's like this, so many people are doing. There's so much of it. Like I don't even know.
The only good thing we have going for us is that we're not AI. So
See, but I've always believed in Terminators. This is
a good place to
since
end.
the
Is
very
Terminators.
beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
As
talk
a matter
about
of
Terminators.
fact, I taught my son very well. Like, these are the meetup spots if the Terminators come. If you're in this area,
This
you
is
go
not
here. If you're in
BS.
this
She's
area,
told
you go
Gage
here.
about that. I know that she's told Gage about the meetup spots for the Terminators for
I've
decades.
always
Now-
and
Yeah.
here's and
I was-
I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm going.
No.
But I'm going to the safest place where there are seeds and guns, and that's all you need
Yeah.
when the Terminators come.
Seeds and
guns.
Now,
Colorado.
are we talking old school Arnold machine Terminators? or
Come
are we
with me if
talking
you
about
want to live.
the cop metal blob?
The melty blob.
Because that one will
I think
get you.
both. I mean, I think
Yeah, but-
the soldiers, like the worker bees, are going to be the old school Terminators.
Yeah.
And then the new school Terminators are going to be the
Melty.
melty mercury ones.
the last thing we'll
You
say
know the
about Terminator.
Mercury Terminator? I always thought if I was that guy, I did kill somebody real violent, I'd crawl up their butthole. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna be doing no spike arms. That's dressed like a cop. I got spike arms. I'm not doing that.
No,
fuck that. I'm gonna crawl right up. I'll right up and crawl up your dick hole. I'm gonna get you good. You got holes in you. I'm coming in there.
Blob up the butthole and then explode out. Explode out. Spike explode out.
Bad.
Oh man,
It's gonna
I
be
never
bad.
even thought of that. That's such a great idea.
Yeah, you don't have the weed I got. I lay in bed, toot toot. I'm like, oh man. If I was one of them wet, I call them Terminator wets. If I was a Terminator wet, right up the beehole.
And how is he giving the thumbs up when his head has been melted already? Oh, stupid. Oh, sorry.
He's always been mad at that. Do you want to plug anything? When can people come and see you?
Well,
what are the best times for
since
people
we talked about we talked about social media, you can follow me at Savannah Bone on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, like all of those things. I will be at Gatorland all weekend this weekend. Actually, you never met my brother.
No.
Not that brother, the one that lived down here, but the other brother. He's bringing all of his kids to Gatorland on Saturday.
Oh,
they're coming
really?
out. Yeah, so it'll be the first time they've ever visited me in Florida.
Whoa!
And I'm super excited about it.
You know what? That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so come out to Gatorland on Saturday.
You're going to blow some
Sunday,
How old are the kiddos? They're littles.
maybe 2, and then like a 5, and then a 7, and then a 9.
You'll blow their minds,
I
because
think
they're the
as
right
cool
age.
as Ant. There's your Ant.
Dude. You're
It's gonna
a
be so
rock
cool.
star.
I'm so excited.
You can get them all the stuff, you know. You'll have your hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's gonna be killer.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
you get
excited.
the VIP.
Yep.
This is my sister treatment.
I'm putting them on the
Congratulations.
zip line. Like, it's going to be fun.
That's an
That's
award-winning zip line, guys.
Yeah, no, I know.
While you're
It is.
BSing, that's a good zip line.
I took my wife there for her 30th birthday.
Yeah, this guy knows romance.
Oh yeah, I got free pig tickets, and I rented.
Did you
a
take a limo
Camaro.
out there?
No, I rented a Camaro.
You brought a
And by rented, I mean I
Hold on.
borrowed it from a radio sponsor.
Yeah, he borrowed a yellow
That's
Camaro
how-
from Thurston's, drove his wife out to the zip line. Good God.
Is that really what you did? Oh,
If you did that for my 30th wedding anniversary or 30th birthday,
Well, it's a sign of the times. I was poor. That's all I could do. Anyway.
it's
Camaros
embarrassing.
and zip lines.
It's embarrassing. If a man did that for you, you'd be like, what the hell is this?
Oh, Savannah won't like
Garbage.
it.
I feel like Crystal's put up with a lot worse, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
You know he cheated on her and she took him back.
What?
Wait, what?
That's not true.
You cheated on your wife?
No.
I just say things.
What?
I just yell.
This guy's insane.
I feel like she puts up with a lot,
She
but
does.
also in that scenario, I feel like she would just kill you out.
No, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I
She's
feel
really
like
good.
I feel like she would just be done
Yeah,
with you.
just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that guy, just like
Like,
that
I feel
millionaire.
like she would walk in and be like, after all that,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
Blow
I
your
don't
head
even
off
think
by
it'd
the
be an
stables.
argument.
I'd kick the gun out of her hand and hold her down. I think you're killing
Yeah.
her. He's choking her.
And then right before you get the divorce, let's do one more. You're hitting yourself. We'll do one more. You're
I'll
hitting
do while you're hitting yourself. Yeah.
While you're hitting yourself. While you're hitting yourself. Why were you going to shoot me with that
Oh
gun?
my god.
I'd spit a loogie sliver back up. All right. Savannah,
Smell my finger. Smell my
Thank you
finger.
guys. This was so fun. I
Thanks
love
for
coming
being here.
in.
And
Yep.
congrats on everything.
Yeah,
and
thank
good luck
you.
this weekend, man. Good luck with the family being in town. That's going to be incredible.
See, what you guys don't know is after we get off the show, we're going to have a meeting, like a serious
Secret
professional meeting.
Yeah, we're like, okay, cut the crap. Let's get down to work. Do we have anything to plug?
we will have some stuff coming
Yeah.
up, but sign up to become a BDM because we do have BDM Appreciation Week in April, and
We're working
actually
on
talking
some
about
good
that.
stuff. Yeah, we're working on some good stuff for you guys. So thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Tons of stories this weekend because I know you got stuff planned. I got stuff planned. Savannah, thank you for being here. And guys, we will see you next week.